Welcome to Inside UNA Basketball. Here are your hosts, Coach Bobby Champagne and J.D. Byers.
Welcome to another episode of Inside UNA Basketball. J.D. Byers with head coach Bobby Champagne. The Lions trying to get back in the Gulf South Conference win column after a disappointing loss, but great game to UA Huntsville. The Chargers come in, won 84-77. But now the Lions, for the second consecutive week, Coach, are going to welcome in ranked opponents. That's a tough schedule. Now it's the West Georgia Wolves.
West Georgia Wolves were ranked the first time we played them. They had just cracked into the top 25, and then this week moved up to 18 or 19 coming in. It's a fifth-ranked opponent that we played this season. So the GSC's got some tough opponents, but we've also played some tough non-conference games as well. The
old adage, it's tough to beat the same team twice in any sport in any season. We've already beat them at their place when they were ranked in their Coliseum on the campus of West Georgia and Carrollton. 81-78 was the final in that one. They come to our place with a mission. They need some payback. They need wins to stay ranked. But we know about them. We know what worked the last time. Deron Sims comes in, and Nick Luttrell had already handled him pretty well.
That's a key when you guard West Georgia, is keeping Sims from being big. I'm not sure we did a great job there. He got his 25, but we made it difficult for him. I thought we did a much better job on Gavin Fields and made it really difficult for their perimeter players to get going. And you know, we end up getting a win against a ranked opponent.
Gavin Field was a guy who down at their place hurt us on three-pointers, had two early. He would only have 2 points total though on the night in this one. Again, we're getting you set for some highlights for UNA hosting the Wolves of West Georgia at Flowers Hall, where 1,234 show up on a Thursday night game. That's a great crowd on our home campus.
Again, our crowd has been fabulous. They're coming out supporting the players. We've got 2 more home games after this West Georgia game, so I'm really looking forward to these last 2 games, and especially senior night when we play Christian Brothers, and just sending those guys out on a winning note.
The Lions would hit 8 3-pointers in this win over West Georgia, 8 of 20 from the floor. On their side of the ledger, on their roster, they play this time with Quincy Hill. We played him at their place last time. They didn't have the point guard. He was injured. They figured for him to be an X factor coming into this one, but we hold him in check. He only gets 6 points.
Yeah, point guard play was definitely a factor. We did a good job on him. Keenan Jackson was doing a great job in the first half, tweaked his ankle late. And in the second half, he really doesn't play a whole lot. I think he only played 18 minutes for the game, and so that was a big factor. But I thought we did a really good job on their point guard.
West Georgia came into it 18-3. The Lions 11-8, looking for win number 12 on the season. And also, it was an opportunity for the Lions to get back to 500 in the Gulf South Conference. We could get to 4-4, and that's really pivotal because a loss sends you in the other direction.
Oh, definitely. The league is going to be really tight. Huntsville and Christian Brothers are at top. Delta State and Valdosta down at the bottom. We're trying to maintain pace with that middle pack, and getting a sweep over West Georgia helps because West Georgia's already defeated Huntsville, and if any tiebreakers come in, we win those tiebreakers when we get to the conference tournament.
Coming up on the show after the break, we'll have the first 20 minutes of UNA versus West Georgia at Flowers Hall. Also a little later on, you get to meet Theron Jenkins, the senior transfer out of Flowood, Mississippi, and boy, what a difference he's made this year on the hardwood for the Lions. That's coming up in our Lions Lair segment, brought to you by CB&S Bank. Inside UNA Basketball, though, continues right after this.
Inside UNA Basketball is brought to you by Williams Cleaners and Ray Miller Buick GMC.
Hey folks, Cale Bragwell, Sales Manager, Ray Miller Buick GMC. At Ray Miller, we are your exclusive Carfax Advantage dealer. With a vehicle history report available on every car in stock, you can buy with confidence. Not only will we provide you with a vehicle history report on our vehicles, but if you're thinking about buying from another dealer or even an individual, we'll give you a report on that vehicle also. Right in front of Walmart, Ray Miller, come see us.
Daddy, can I get a puppy, please?
Okay, Sammy. It's bedtime.
Oh, 10 more minutes, please.
10 more.
Yes, please.
Hey, Daddy. Will you buy some alcohol for my party tonight? We'll be right here at the house. You can even take the keys. Please?
Absolutely not.
Each time I turn around.
Never let me have anything.
Don't be a pushover.
Hate you.
Be a parent. Prevent. Don't provide alcohol to minors. Whether it's purple and gold or any other color, Simpson's Body Shop now has 3 locations to help you get that damaged car repaired, painted, and back on the road. They're located at Cox Boulevard in Sheffield and Highway 72 in Killen and Broadway Street in Florence. Choose one and rest assured that you've chosen the right professionals for the job. 3 generations, 3 brothers, 3 locations since 1981. Simpson's is there for you 24 hours a day. For towing and repair, Simpson's gets it right the first time. The reputation of Simpson's Collision and Repair speaks for itself. Those Simpson boys say go Lions.
When I go to see my bank, they know me by name.
I go to a place with banking the way it should be.
My bank has convenience and great service.
I love that it's a community bank.
My bank says yes to lending.
Our bank is CB&S Bank.
It's banking the way it should be.
Welcome back to Inside UNA Basketball. We're about to get into some highlights. UNA hosting the Wolves of West Georgia, the second consecutive opponent who comes into Flowers Hall ranked. UAH Chargers just before that, but the Lions get the win in this one 67-62. J.D. Byers with head coach Bobby Champagne. We actually take fewer shots over the course of this contest at home, but, part of the goal was to play within ourselves, do what we do, and that's exactly what the Lions did.
I think we did. I think we did a good job of executing our offense. I thought we took them out of some of the stuff that they wanted to do, especially against Gavin Field. Really made him struggle from outside. Second half, we didn't rebound the ball as well as we needed to, but the first half I thought we did a really good job of keeping them off the boards, not giving up any second chance points.
Theron Jenkins is going to be exciting to watch in this one. Look for number 24 for the Lions. Had a double-double within the first 2 minutes of the second half. He finished with 21 points, 15 rebounds, 3 of those boards coming on the offensive glass.
Yeah, in the first half, I walked in the locker room, looked at the stat sheet. Theron had 9 rebounds. The rest of the team didn't have 9 rebounds. So really got on those guys about giving him some help, and some of those guys responded. Theron continues to rebound the basketball, also being very aggressive on the offensive end, scoring for us, which we need.
On the offensive end, he set the tone early. When the Lions come out onto the floor, he hit the first 7 points to pace us against the Wolves.
And that's what he needed to do, because Sims is a guy that was going to guard him, and Sims doesn't want to get in foul trouble because West Georgia needs him out on the floor. So game plan was to go at him and really make Theron be as aggressive as possible. He and Nick, anytime Sims was guarding him. I thought we did a good job with that.
The Lions would hit 46.4% in the first half. We'd also hit 5 trays. That helped a bunch. We'd take a halftime lead into the locker room as well. And a big three-pointer from the corner. You've got to see this one in just a moment. We're going to get to the first half highlights. Let's go ahead and get into that at Flowers Hall, hosting number 19 West Georgia.
Again, we had a good crowd for the Thursday night game. Sometimes it's tough to get the families out there, but our fans showed up and supported us. We got out to a good start. Theron being really aggressive, getting a transition basket. West Georgia hit the first couple shots, but then we kind of got into a nice little groove where we did a good job of guarding and a good job of executing our offense.
They hit a 2 and a 3, and we're going to do the same thing. We get a bucket, and then we're going to hit a three-pointer here. Beaumont Beasley, I think, gets us on the board from downtown just early on, trying to tie this one. That's Theron Jenkins from the corner, excuse me, but that ties it at 5.
KJ doing a good job of finding them. West Georgia has got so many players that are versatile. They can switch a number of screens, and that's what they were doing on that possession. And good job by KJ finding them, and nice job by Theron there getting to the basket and following it up, more importantly.
His own tip in, his own finish. And Theron Jenkins right there, another part of his 21-point effort, 15 rebounds. The Lions would enter this one 11-8, looking for their 12th win of the year, and matching up against 18-3 West Georgia. What some penetration and a great move by Keenan Jackson. They play him soft. They don't think he's a threat outside 12, 15 feet, but he takes it all the way to the hole.
He's doing a great job. He's figured out how teams are going to play him and accepted that, and just taking what they give him. And most of the time they're giving him that drive.
What a great vertical there by Warwick Maston. Switches hands, puts it in with the lefty, and puts it in for 2.
He makes it look so easy. It's effortless, and sometimes I get on him about not playing hard, but really he just makes it so easy.
This is a great 3. This is over the top of a 6'7" center who stepped out on the arc to guard Warwick Maston. He goes vertical on a 3-point jumper, good for 3.
Yeah, unfortunately, right after that, he picked up his second foul and spent the rest of the half sitting over there next to me. We did a good job right here is a point where we go up. I think we were up 25-15. Spear burying that 3.
That's getting us closer to that 10-point advantage we had in the first half. Now, West Georgia would cut into that early on in the second. You're watching first half highlights right now. North Alabama and the gray over the gray hosting West Georgia. Working on the offensive side just inside 10 minutes to go. We lead by 7, 20-13.
Again, patience on offense, doing a good job of changing sides of the floor, taking advantage of what the defense is giving us and making West Georgia guard us. And Beaumont does a good job. They go underneath the screen, and he takes what they give him.
He knows exactly where to pull up. The guy's going to try to trail around that screen. Nick Luttrell's a big body. He's got to go around him, and it pays off at the top of the key for Beaumont Beasley, who went 2 of 5 from three-point land. Here we got to stop, and Theron Jenkins on the run out finds Nick Luttrell.
Yeah, it's a nice job. They were doubling the post. Nick's all disappointed because he didn't dunk that, but I'd take the 2 points. And I think Nick has really played well these last 3 or 4 games in conference play.
Something you don't see defensively is Nick Luttrell. West Long in this one took some charges that got us the ball back and put some of their guys in foul trouble early.
Those were big plays. They stepped outside of that neutral zone there and took the charge, took the blow. Got a couple fouls on Sims, got a couple fouls on their point guard as well.
Beaumont Beasley double digits on the night, 14 points. Nathan Spear comes off the bench out of Adelaide, Australia. Still got some relatives in town able to watch this one. They're going to be here, 15, 20 days. When you come from Australia, you might as well make a trip out of it.
Stay for a while, and it's also nice they get to listen to the radio. All of our players that are not here, our families not here, get to listen to you on the radio, and then also pick these highlights up on the YouTube.
A jump stop move in the paint. Beaumont Beasley's dangerous. When he's going sideways through the lane, he has a good presence and a great touch inside that paint.
Not sure who he's talking to over there on the bench. It was a little loud in Flowers Hall. I couldn't hear if he was talking to me or not, but good job executing the offense. There's another job coming off a double screen. Tyler maybe takes a quick shot. He just checked in the game, but offensive rebound by Theron and a good finish by him as well.
And we get the roll for 2. Theron Jenkins gets another one in there in the first half where we shoot 46.4%. West Georgia defensively, this is a contested 3. Nathan Spear gets his hands vertical, and Theron Jenkins pulls a rebound.
Yep, good job there, contesting the shot, making it tough for them, and we do a good job of getting the last shot of the half. Didn't really close out the half as well as we needed to. We had a big lead, but nice job finding the freshman in the corner, and he really buries it. Played with a lot of confidence. KJ had already tweaked his ankle, and I was a little concerned because it's a big game for a freshman to step into, and I thought Nathan did a good job.
Like football, basketball, maybe even more, big games and momentum. So we head into the locker room, and that's just a charging thing to be able to go in, add 3 to it. And it's a good thing we did because they're going to come out on a 9-0 run to start the second half, West Georgia. They cut into our lead, but at the break, we go into the locker room up 35-28, and it's time to talk to the guys. There's a lot of good news there, but there's still some adjustments.
Yeah, we needed to make some adjustments. They were hurting us on a screen and roll play that we had gone over in scouting report, and we weren't really guarding it the way we needed to and made those adjustments. We also need to assess KJ's injury. I thought that had a lot to do with how West Georgia was able to go on that lead because he was still trying to figure out if he could go on that ankle. But we made the adjustments we needed to and responded to West Georgia's run to start the second half.
Keenan Jackson, the junior from Alabaster, had a hurt ankle. He would start the second half, come in, but heavily taped. Maybe not quite the minutes he would like to have gotten in over the final 20.
No, but the most minutes he could have gotten, his ankle was not where he could go full speed, and so we elected to go without him. Beaumont got in some foul trouble, so we really played a lot of minutes without some key guys, and a testament to their hustle and their effort.
We would get multiple threes from 2 guys off the bench. Nathan Spear hit 2, Wes Long with 2 as well. So there's the first half of the game complete. 35-28, the Lions in the locker room, leading the 19th ranked West Georgia Wolves. When we come back, though, before we get to the second half highlights, it's the Lions Lair segment presented by CB&S Bank. You'll get to meet Theron Jenkins, that guy who had a double-double in this one, 21 points, 15 rebounds. We'll do that right after this timeout on Inside UNA Basketball.
Inside UNA Basketball is brought to you by Williams Cleaners and Ray Miller Buick GMC.
Hi folks, I'm Vic Ragsdale, new car sales manager at Ray Miller Buick GMC. I want to tell you about the 2012 Buick LaCrosse with the all-new E-Assist engine. This vehicle achieves 36 miles per gallon on the highway, 25 miles per gallon in town, which makes this vehicle the most fuel-efficient sedan in its class. Come see us at Ray Miller Buick GMC, 246 Cox Creek Parkway.
We're the Glenn family, and everyone at CB&S Bank knows our name.
When we wanted to add on to our house because we needed more space, CB&S Bank said yes to our loan.
As a community bank, they care about our community and helping it grow.
Now that's banking the way it should be.
Hey, Rick and Tony Valentino here, urging you to come to Flowers Hall this year and support Bobby Champagne and the UNA Lions basketball team in their quest for a Division II national championship. Catch all the action and the excitement. Hey, UNA basketball! That's what I'm talking about!
Me and my buddies support Little Steve's because Little Steve supports UNA. Look at this, you can't beat this line of pride.
I shop at Little Steve's because the people are always real nice and they got my favorite water.
I love Little Steve's because it's near campus and they take the main card.
And I love Little Steve's because he supports our team, so we like to support Little Steve's.
I support Little Steve's because Little Steve's supports us.
I support Little Steve's because I believe in family-owned businesses, and Little Steve's is one of the remaining few in the area.
UNA loves Little Steve's!
Welcome back to the show, everybody. Back to the highlights here in just a moment. More UNA basketball action around the corner. Theron Jenkins is our guest, though, on this week's Lions Lair segment, the senior who started out at junior college, then went to Texas Tech, transferred to the University of North Alabama as a former Red Raider, majoring in human development. We know what you can do on the court. Let's talk about your role with this UNA team. A transfer in your first year, you're playing your senior season here. It's always big that when you come in, you want to feel like part of a team. How have the guys welcomed you in and helped you gel into that starting five?
Really, when I left Texas Tech, I really wanted to transfer to a school where I can be a part of a family. You know, when I got here, we played pickup every day until we started official practice, you know, and I feel like I'm a part of this family, you know.
So they did a good job making you feel welcome, and then you come in, and a lot of times the guys would see you as a four-year player from a bigger school and they feel a little intimidated. What did you do to try to make everybody feel comfortable with Theron Jenkins?
You know, really just let them know me off the court, you know, just talk to them. We play video games together, we hang out together, stuff like that.
Majoring in human development. I know your big dream would obviously be to play pro basketball and move on to the next level, and watching you, I think you could do it. I'm confident in that. But you are a guy who is inspired to help people, and you want to move into some kind of counseling.
Yes, sir. I want to, with my degree, I would like to do alcohol and drug counseling. You know, growing up, I deal with family members that deal with alcohol and drug problems, so I feel like I just want to help people with their problem.
Theron Jenkins here, our guest on the Lions Lair segment during the UNA basketball program. Junior college coach, seemed to know Coach Bobby Champagne. When you left Texas Tech, you were looking for somewhere to go. That relationship paid off. You were able to find the University of North Alabama.
Yes, sir. Me and my junior college coach, we have a pretty good relationship, you know. And when I decided to leave Tech, I gave him a phone call, and he was like, he has a good relationship with Coach Champagne. So I trusted him, and that's why I'm here now.
Well, you need to come out and see this young man play. Theron Jenkins can get it done. He really loves that turnaround fadeaway jumper. If it's on the baseline up around the top of the key, that seems to be your shot.
Yes, sir.
Theron Jenkins on our Lions Lair segment. Thanks for joining us on the show.
All right.
We'll get back into some highlights here in just a moment. More exciting basketball action from the University of North Alabama. This segment, the Lions Lair segment, brought to you by CB&S Bank. We're coming right back.
Inside UNA Basketball is brought to you by Williams Cleaners and Ray Miller Buick GMC.
Daddy, can I get a puppy, please?
Okay, Sammy. It's bedtime.
Oh, 10 more minutes, please.
10 more.
Yes.
Please? Hey, Daddy. Will you buy some alcohol for my party tonight? We'll be right here at the house. You can even take the keys. Please?
Absolutely not.
Each time I turn around.
Never let me have anything.
Don't be a pushover.
Hate you.
Be a parent. Prevent. Don't provide alcohol to minors.
Whether it's purple and gold or any other color, Simpson's Body Shop now has 3 locations to help you get that damaged car repaired, painted, and back on the road. They're located at Cox Boulevard in Sheffield and Highway 72 in Killen and Broadway Street in Florence. Choose one and rest assured that you've chosen the right professionals for the job. 3 generations, 3 brothers, 3 locations since 1981. Simpson's is there for you 24 hours a day. For towing and repair, Simpson's gets it right the first time. The reputation of Simpson's Collision and Repair speaks for itself. The Simpson boys say go Lions.
Hey, Rick and Tony Valentino here, urging you to come to Flowers Hall this year and support Bobby Champagne and the UNA Lions basketball team in their quest for a Division II national championship. Catch all the action and the excitement. Hey, UNA basketball! That's what I'm talking about!
Me and my buddies support Little Steve's because Little Steve supports UNA. Look at this, you can't beat this line pride.
I shop at Little Steve's because the people are always real nice and they got my favorite water.
I love Little Steve's because it's near campus and I take the main card.
And I love Little Steve's because he supports our team, so we like to support Little Steve's.
I support Little Steve's because Little Steve supports us.
I support Little Steve's because I believe in family-owned businesses, and Little Steve's is one of the remaining few in the area.
UNA loves Little Steve's.
Welcome back to Inside UNA Basketball. J.D. Byers alongside head coach Bobby Champagne. And great to be in the locker room with a lead, up 35-28. And West Georgia's got to be scratching their heads here because we're going to win this game. If they go to 18-4, half their losses come to the hands of the UNA Lions.
Yeah, and sometimes it just works that way where a team it struggles against another team or is successful against another team. West Georgia's beaten everybody in the league except for Christian Brothers and us. They've beaten everybody they played except for us, Christian Brothers, and Clayton State, and all those losses have been close other than the Christian Brothers game. They've got a really good team, and our team has played well against them both times that we played.
Michael Cooney's Wolves would go to 5-3 in the Gulf South Conference. We still have the final 20 minutes here to show you in just a moment, but they would slip to 18-4. You were talking about their wins in the Gulf South Conference. When we went down to beat them at their place, UAH was playing that same night at West Alabama where they won. UAH goes over to Carrollton the 2 nights later, and West Georgia beats them.
Yeah, West Georgia really good in their building, have been good all year, have a senior team, have Sims, one of the better players in the league, and they just do a good job of doing what they do. And our guys did a good job of taking them out of some of that. And difference in the game was Gavin Field not making a field goal, and West Georgia's poor shooting from the free throw line. We talked about it before. We do a great job of defending the free throw.
Yeah, 9 of 22 West Georgia from the free throw line. It was that bad for them. They couldn't find the ocean from the end of a pier. But West Georgia 7-1 on the road coming into this one, so they'd go to 7-2. They're very good away from their place as well. Let's get to the second half highlights. We would lead 35-28 going into the final 20 minutes. We're going to pick up the action with 17:40 to go in the second half.
Yeah, you see KJ coming down. That's the second possession. West Georgia had the ball first. You can see him limping a little bit. I wanted to get him out there, see how he handled it. That was a nice skip out by Nick Luttrell there.
That Beaumont Beasley 3 ended a 9-0 run for West Georgia to start the second half. It came at a crucial time. Now Beaumont's going to get 2 more off the inbound play.
Yeah, he's trying to get the crowd into it. He's trying to get the bench into it. That was all the minutes that KJ played, and Nathan Spear comes in. He needed to get in the training room and get some ice on that ankle and try and get him ready for the next game.
Spear in for Keenan Jackson, so there's the 5 on the floor. Wes Long has also come in. He's going to hit a big 3-pointer in the second half to spark the Lions. That really got the crowd into it and changed the momentum completely.
Early in the half, I think it was West Georgia that caused some problems for us because we were a little bit out of sync. But we finally settled in. It wasn't a real pretty half by either team because, the missed free throws and some missed shots. But we really did a good job of getting the ball in the hands of people that we needed to. And like you said, Wes hit a couple big shots that got us the lead.
44-44. The Lions trying to break a deadlock, had several tie games and lead changes in the second half, but Nick Luttrell, this is where patience, and we talked about it in the first half highlights, is playing within ourselves. We use patience, and that a lot of times means using a lot of time off the shot clock.
We used some time off the clock, shortened the possessions. I thought, that there we took advantage of them switching screens and found the open guy. We didn't take a contested shot. Nick did an excellent job in the second half of playing defense without fouling and making it tough for their guys. We kind of went to the same play over and over again where we're running this play and do a good job of getting the ball inside. They did not double Theron Jenkins. They doubled Nick, and we took advantage of it.
We were down 1. This puts us up by 1. This game is still close. 6:03 to go. We're down by 2. West Georgia misses on a wide open look from Taylor Cochran, and the Lions with a rebound.
Yeah, this is a big play here. There's a big stop where we get the rebound, and we do a good job of finding the wide open guy. Not really wide open because Field gets a hand in his face. Wes hadn't been shooting it great, but that's what he's done for us all year is knock down big shots. And that gave us a lead.
Still trailing by 1 here as we pick up the next offensive possession. But Wes hits 2 of 5 on his three-pointers, and they were pivotal threes. Here's a hand check and kind of a foul outside. Higginbotham not called for it. A lot of that action going on out at the perimeter, and a jumper would give us the lead back on the follow-up.
Big hustle right there. Wes gets his hands on it. Wart chases it down. Theron's wide open over there in that corner. We're going to find Wes Long, I believe, about 30 feet from the basket. Nobody's got their hand up, so he knocks it down. Missed it. Nick hustles down another offensive rebound. I must not have watched the highlights.
We get 2 resets of the shot clock, so when you get to this point and all that time ticking off, and it's a close game, getting points on that trip's pivotal, and we do that.
Yeah, real big, real big. There's a whirling dervish by Nathan Spear. He'd played a lot of minutes in this game right here, and you can see he's a little gassed. We get him a timeout to where we can get some rest over there. Beaumont Beasley's on the bench with 4 fouls. So we played a number of minutes without starters.
Beaumont's going to come in with about 2 minutes to go in this one. Nathan Spear on the scoop shot. We're tied at 57, trying to break yet another deadlock.
Yep, nice play by Warwick Maston getting to the basket. He had a few of those, had a couple in the first half, and then again in the second half. Again, defending the free throw right here. They big rebound by West. We do a good job of boxing out.
We're up 1, 59-58. The score was tied 10 times, most of those in the second half, 7 lead changes, and now the Lions starting to get some separation and go on a run.
We're going to try and get a good basket here. Warwick does a good job of penetrating. Theron does a good job of finding a guy, and Sims is out there on West. That was a big one right there. I thought the roof was going to come off of Flowers.
The crowd getting rowdy, over 1,000, 1,234 the official attendance for UNA versus West Georgia. Gavin Field, ice cold, and he had a good look at it that time from the left wing.
Yeah, this is the end of the game here, and we do a good job of not scoring. We just let the clock wind down, and we take the win. We've been here before, where we've beaten West Georgia, a ranked team, and now we've got to get ready for West Alabama.
We beat them at their place January 5th, 81-78. We win here 67-62. Another great news, we got a sweep, women's and men. Terry Fowler and the women knock off the Lady Wolves just before this game.
It was a good night for UNA fans. We beat West Georgia Wolves in both the men's and women's game, and now we've got some momentum. We're back to 500 in the league and ready to get these last 6 games out of the way.
West Georgia falls to 18-4. The Lions improved to 12-8, 4-4 in the Gulf South Conference, and we still have one more in this 5-game homestand. West Alabama comes to Flowers Hall, an old rivalry renewed as we already went down to their place. We got a score to settle with them.
We definitely have a score to settle with them. We didn't play great down there, but West Alabama played tremendous, so we've got to take care of that on Saturday afternoon.
The Lions win 67-62. Hope you enjoyed the show, plus the Lions Lair segment. You got to meet Theron Jenkins. For Coach Bobby Champagne, I'm J.D. Byers. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for watching Inside UNA Basketball. Please join us again next Sunday at 11:30.